Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be talking about personal freedom, and something that became very clear to me the other day is the desire for freedom. We may be, maybe yourself, striving for freedom in some kind of way, maybe financial freedom, maybe freedom in the life living environment that you are in. Maybe it is freedom of being sovereign in our world, whatever it means for you. But first, in order for us to arrive in a state of freedom, whatever that means, sovereign, we must find it within ourselves first. And this became very apparent within my own inner discovery recently. Yes, I have been working on my inner freedom for a while now, but I also have been wanting to work on a certain level of freedom in my external world, in my life. But what became very profound for me recently was the desire to have freedom in my external world is only going to be a reflection of the level of freedom that I am able to align with within myself first. It almost is the same practice of abundance or material success. If we feel worthy within ourselves, if we feel abundant, if we are in flow, if we are open, then we will create and we will attract that within our life. We will be able to sustain it. We will be able to be in flow with it. We will be able to achieve a level of abundance and experiences in our lives that match how we feel about ourselves and the world on a deep level. But if in our unconscious self or in our mind, in our emotional self, we feel like we are stuck, if we feel that we are trapped, if we feel we are limited, if we feel that we aren't able to have a certain level of freedom, or if we do not feel free within ourselves, meaning we might feel very closed, we might feel in fear, we might feel very limited, we might feel very suppressed in some kind of way, then we are going to limit our ability to have freedom in our life externally. Remember, your life, your being is the experience of the internal self. And when we grasp that, when we fully understand that everything in our reality, in our life, is a reflection based on what is happening in here, everything. So if we focus our attention inward to the notion of freedom, what freedom means, and most importantly, how does it feel on a deep level? What does freedom mean for you, and how does freedom feel within your heart, within your cells, within the core of your being? What does it feel like to be free? What does it feel like to be void of any fears and any restrictions and any expectations in life? When we hold on to expectations, when we get frustrated, when we get angry, when we become impatient, we are not being free. We are not freeing ourselves of the fears, of the expectations, of the worry, of the doubt. When we become fully free and find the surrender and the flow within ourselves and within life, and we practice it intently, then we will feel what it feels like to be free. Freeing ourselves of the mindset, again, expectations, overthinking, ruminating, putting pressure on self, the emotions, maybe feeling stressed, angry, resentful, frustrated, critical towards ourselves or towards life itself. Maybe within our body, holding on to tension, or even noticing issues within our body starting to arise. Maybe within our soul being, feeling suppressed or confined. Now, all of those sensations, all of those experiences do prevent a connection with the feeling of freedom. We must feel it within ourselves first in order to attain it in our outer world. This is almost reverse engineering what we have experienced in our life, a lack of freedom, and starting to reincorporate what it truly feels like to be free. setting ourselves free of the mental impositions, our mental strain, our unconscious programming, our unconscious false beliefs, the hardship on our body, of course, finding freedom and space within our body, and of course, the alignment within our energetic and our soul being. This also does relate to our authenticity, of course, our true self, what we truly desire on a soul heart level. But most importantly, I do encourage you to feel within yourself what freedom feels like for you. What does freedom feel like and mean for you within your heart, within your body? You can sit and meditate on this. You can take time, carve some time aside every day to feel into what does it feel like to be free within every cell in your body, with your energetic self. What does it feel like to be free when your mind is open, when you have released from the confines of fears and limitations and false beliefs? What does it feel like to be free? If there is no worry, if there is no fear, if there is no tomorrow, in this very present moment, what does it feel like to be free? And this is where you are going to connect with the source of that feeling of freedom. And remembering that freedom, the feeling of freedom, the experience of freedom, the enjoyment of freedom, the creation of freedom is going to come from that feeling that you are going to connect with within yourself of freedom, what that feels like to you, within yourself, within your heart, within your soul, within your energetic being, within your body, within your mind, within your emotions, all of it. And remembering that you have the 4 quadrants to work with. You have your mind, the mental self, you have the heart, your emotional self, you have the body, the physical self, and you have your soul, your energetic self. And these are all the areas that you can look at, that you can connect with and work on when considering the notion, the feeling, the sensation of freedom. This applies to any practice of manifestation, of creation, of alignment, of healing, of transformation, of self-mastery, of course. You can apply this practice to anything. What does love mean for you? What does it feel like for you? And how does it resonate within your body? What does success and abundance feel like for you? How does it resonate and align within your body, within your physical self, within your knowing? So you can apply the same practice to anything in your life, but focusing on freedom, what that feels like, liberation, free of the confines of fear, of limitations, of worry, of doubt. And how can you open space within your body to allow for that sensation and that feeling of freedom to expand within every cell and with every aspect of your being, to allow for trust and the alignment with freedom, whatever that means for you, however it lands, however it resonates. How does it feel like for you within yourself, within your heart, within your soul? And connect with that first. And from there, everything else is going to align. Everything else is going to shift and change and show up in your life and adjust to that feeling, to the connection, to the alignment, to the notion, to the belief of freedom within your very core, within your heart, within your soul, within the core of your being. What does freedom mean for you? What does freedom feel like within yourself? So I encourage you to practice this, maybe every day. Bring it into a regular practice of feeling and sensing and connecting with what freedom means. If you want freedom in your outer world, then you are going to have to feel free within your inner world, within yourself. And allow for the outer world to adjust based on the alignment within. All right, so I hope this video found you when you need it the most, and I'm wishing you all the best on your journey and beyond. Take care.